This is for anyone who feels lost. If you're watching this, chances are you're feeling a bit like a ship without a rudder, adrift in a vast, foggy ocean. You look around, and it seems like everyone else has their map, their compass, their destination. They're all sailing confidently towards their goals, while you're just floating. Trust me, I get it. We all get it, more than you know. That feeling of being lost, of not knowing which way to turn, is one of the most unsettling human experiences. It's a quiet, heavy blanket that can settle over you on a random Tuesday afternoon. You might be in a job you thought you wanted, a city you chose to live in, surrounded by people you love, and still that hollow echo of, "Is this it?" can be deafening. You scroll through social media and see highlight reels, promotions, exotic travels, perfect families. They stem the gap between their curated joy and your internal confusion feels like a canyon. Let's be honest. It's easy to look at your past and see a series of wrong turns. If only I'd studied something different, you might think. If only I hadn't taken that job, or if only I'd moved to that other city. We become architects of our own regret, building elaborate castles of what-ifs. But here, as a truth, I want you to hold on to. Every step you've taken, even the ones that led you into this fog, has brought you here. And here is not a dead end. It's a vantage point. From here, you have a unique perspective on your life that you couldn't have gotten any other way. Those detours taught you resilience. Those missteps taught you what you don't want. Every single experience is a piece of the puzzle, even if you can't see the full picture yet. The pressure to have it all figured out is immense. From a young age, we're asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" The question implies there's one single correct answer, one straight path. But life isn't a straight line. It's a beautifully messy, winding road with scenic overlooks, unexpected potholes, and plenty of forks. It's okay to pull over, to rest, to look at the map and realize you have no idea where you are. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Those moments of being lost are often the catalysts for our greatest periods of growth. They force us to stop, to listen to that quiet inner voice that gets drowned out by the noise of everyday life. So, what do you do when you're in the middle of the fog and you can't see a thing? You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. The secret isn't to magically find a detailed 10-year plan. The secret is to take one small, tiny, manageable step. Just one. What does that look like? It could be anything. It could be as simple as making your bed in the morning. It could be going for a 10-minute walk without your phone. It could be reading one chapter of a book you've been meaning to open. It could be calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. These aren't steps that will instantly reveal your life's purpose. That's not the point. The point is to prove to yourself that you can still move. You are still in control of your actions, even when your feelings and your future feel completely out of control. Each small action is a flicker of light in the darkness. It's a way of saying to the universe, and, more importantly, to yourself, I am still here. I am still trying. And while you're taking these small steps, I want you to give yourself permission to be curious again. Remember when you were a kid and you'd get lost in a hobby for hours. You didn't do it because it would look good on a resume or lead to a promotion. You did it because it was fun. It sparked something in you. What sparks a little flicker of interest for you now? It doesn't have to be productive. Maybe it's learning to cook a new dish, trying a dance class, visiting a local museum, or learning 3 chords on a guitar. Follow that spark. Nurture it. Curiosity is your compass when you feel lost. It doesn't point to a final destination. It just points to next. And right now, next is all you need. It's also crucial to redefine what success and purpose mean to you, not what society tells you they should mean. Your purpose doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing mission. Maybe your purpose for this season of life is simply to be a good friend. Maybe it's to heal from past wounds. Maybe it's to learn to be kind to yourself. These are not small things, monumental. Building a life of quiet integrity, of kindness, of personal peace, that is a profoundly purposeful existence. And please, be gentle with yourself through this process. You wouldn't yell at a lost child for not knowing the way home. You would approach them with kindness, reassurance, and patience. Treat yourself with that same compassion. Your inner critic is probably working overtime right now, telling you that you're failing, that you're behind, that you've wasted time. Acknowledge that voice, and then kindly tell it to take a back seat. You are exactly where you need to be to learn what you need to learn. You are not behind. Your timeline is your own. There is no cosmic race you're losing. One of the biggest lies we believe when we're lost is that we're alone in it. We look at others and assume they have it all together. But if you were to have an honest, vulnerable conversation with almost anyone, you'd find they have their own fogs, their own uncertainties. They've been lost too, or perhaps they're feeling a little lost right now. Connection is the antidote to isolation. Reach out. Talk to someone you trust, not to get answers from them, but just to be seen and heard. To say, I'm struggling a bit right now, and to hear them say, me too, sometimes. It's a powerful, humanizing exchange. If you feel like your feelings of being lost are overwhelming and affecting your ability to function day to day, please consider reaching out to a mental health professional. Talking to a therapist is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of profound strength. It's like hiring a skilled guide to help you navigate a particularly tricky part of the wilderness. They can provide you with tools, strategies, and a safe space to explore these feelings. It can be one of the most empowering steps you take. So, let's bring it back to you right now, watching this. I want you to take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Feel your feet on the ground. You are here. You are present. The future is unwritten, and while that can feel terrifying, it's also incredibly liberating. It means anything is possible. The fog will not last forever. There will come a morning when it begins to thin. You'll start to see outlines of trees, the shape of the path ahead. And then, one day, the sun will break through, and you'll see the landscape in all its glory. You'll look back at this time not as a period where you were lost, but as a period where you were finding yourself. Your story is not over. This chapter might be titled The Great Unknown, but the next one could be The Unexpected Adventure or Finding My Way Home. You get to write it, one small step at a time. Be patient. Be curious. Be kind to yourself. You are doing so much better than you think. You've got this. Thanks for spending this time with me. Don't forget to be good to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.